Welcome to the story of Genesis, the very first chapters of the Bible. In just 5 chapters, we see the creation of the world, the first people, the entrance of sin, and the beginning of humanity's journey. Let's dive into Genesis 1 through 5. In the beginning, God created the heavens and the earth. Over 6 days, he brought order to the universe. Day 1, light, separating day and night. Day 2, the sky above and waters below. Day 3, dry land, seas, plants, and trees. Day 4, the sun, moon, and stars. Day 5, fish in the sea, birds in the air. Day 6, animals of the land, and finally, humanity. God made man and woman in his own image, blessing them with authority to care for creation. On the 7th day, God rested, making it holy. And he saw that all he had made was very good. Genesis 2 zooms in on mankind. God formed Adam from the dust, breathed life into him, and placed him in the Garden of Eden. The garden was filled with beauty, rivers, and fruit-bearing trees. In the center were 2 special trees, the tree of life and the tree of the knowledge of good and evil. God gave one command: do not eat from the tree of knowledge, or death would follow. To give Adam a companion, God made Eve from one of his ribs. Together they lived in perfect innocence, unashamed in God's presence. But then came the serpent. Cunning and deceitful, he convinced Eve to eat from the forbidden tree. She gave the fruit to Adam, who also ate. Suddenly they realized they were naked and hid from God. When confronted, Adam blamed Eve and Eve blamed the serpent. God declared judgment. The serpent would crawl on its belly. Eve would face pain in childbirth. Adam would struggle against cursed ground. Most tragically, they were driven out of Eden, cut off from the tree of life, and angels guarded the entrance. Sin had entered the world, and humanity's perfect relationship with God was broken. Adam and Eve had 2 sons, Cain, who farmed the land, and Abel, who cared for sheep. Both brought offerings to God, but God accepted Abel's, not Cain's. Jealous and angry, Cain lured Abel into the field and killed him, the first murder. When God asked where Abel was, Cain replied, "Am I my brother's keeper?" God punished Cain, cursing his work and sending him away as a restless wanderer. Yet even then, God marked him with protection so no one would kill him. Genesis 5 records the generations after Adam. Adam lived 930 years and his descendants filled the earth. This chapter highlights the long lives of the early people, men living hundreds of years. The most striking figure is Enoch, who walked faithfully with God for 365 years. Then, instead of dying, Enoch was taken by God. Finally, we meet Noah, born to Lamech, who believed his son would bring comfort from the curse of the ground. Noah's story will take center stage in the next chapters. So in just 5 chapters, Genesis takes us from the beauty of creation to the tragedy of sin, from paradise in Eden to life outside its gates. We see humanity's first steps: creation, disobedience, judgment, and hope. This is only the beginning. Next comes the story of Noah and the Great Flood. If you enjoyed this summary of Genesis 1 through 5, be sure to like, subscribe, and stay tuned for the next part of the Bible story.